What's up, dudes and dudettes? How's it going? It's Dark Shadow Rage. And, well, you guys should know, or probably you'd already know by now, that, Chrono Trigger just released on PC. Now, you know, Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. I really enjoy this game. I played it many years on the PlayStation, on Super Nintendo, and on the Nintendo DS. And now, finally, there is a PC version. You'd think I'd be thrilled, and you'd be right, I would be really happy about that. Unfortunately, the PC port falls short quite a bit, as in, it's another mobile port. Surprise, surprise. I mean, what were we expecting, right? A proper port with proper graphics options, or, I don't know, high-res anime cutscenes maybe? That they showed in the trailer that we didn't get? But, you know, this video, I just wanted to show the visual differences between the Super Nintendo original and the PC version. Now, I recorded the PC footage first before I did my Super Nintendo footage. I recorded the Super Nintendo footage directly off my actual console, so no relation here. So, basically, what I'm going to show you is we go to the Millennial Fair, we get Marley, and we level up till we get Cyclone and Aura Whirl. Then we walk down to Xenon Bridge, and we go to the shop, we look at the menus, and then we walk back up the Xenon Bridge and look at the scenery. You see that on both clips, so I just wanted to show you that. However, you probably have already seen my little anime cutscene video that I put together, but I will show you that in between. So right now, here is the Super Nintendo footage that I recorded from my console, and then afterwards, we'll play the PC version footage, and you can judge from that. And I will do a quick snippet of the anime cutscenes. I couldn't record the cutscenes from the PC version because when recording, it just goes into a different state. It just doesn't really work. I don't know why. It's weird. But the PC version cutscenes are basically the same PlayStation cutscenes, but they are ripped from the PlayStation disc and thrown on the PC version, so yeah, here's the Super Nintendo footage, and I'll talk to you afterwards. Alright, so we've seen the Super Nintendo footage. It looks awesome as you would expect it to. Classic Super Nintendo. You know, not much to say about it. It's classic CT. What would you expect? So now we're gonna move on to the PC version footage now. Now, there's some things you need to look for in the PC version. One thing you'll probably notice right off the bat is the mobile interface, which is kind of atrocious. But there's also some other things that actually point out with the mouse. Well, you'll notice it right away is the tiling on the sprite work and just of the world in general is misaligned and it's off-centered. So it looks like there's a big visual seam. So you'll see that in Guardia Forest. When it shows Guardia Forest, I will mouse over one of those seams. You'll probably notice it right away. It's pretty sad, to be fair. I want this game to do great, but Square needs to step up their game. Now, I'm not much of a fan of Final Fantasy 15, but when you look at that version's PC port, you could tell a lot more love and care went into that game than what they did with Chrono Trigger. And that makes me sad. Chrono Trigger is one of the best RPGs ever created, and it doesn't deserve this treatment. It's really disheartening. It makes me sad as a fan of Chrono Trigger, and winning another entry in the Chrono franchise. I mean, I would love to see Chrono Cross ported to PC. That would be great. I have it on my PlayStation. I love the game, and I never actually finished it because I lost my save when I was younger. But I'm going to beat it eventually. But Chrono Cross would be a great game to have on the Steam library. You know, just to have a PC port. Maybe update the visuals a bit so they don't look as blocky like they did with Final Fantasy IX. That would be amazing. And the uncompressed cutscenes like they did with Final Fantasy IX. Speaking of cutscenes, again, I can't record the PC cutscenes for Chrono Trigger. So basically what they look like, I took a screenshot of it. Here's a picture of it. So as you can see, it's really squished. Chrono is really squished. It's literally taken directly off the PlayStation disc. And as visual evidence that they have the high-res cutscenes, they use those high-res cutscenes in their trailer advertising the game. But they didn't give us that in the actual product, which is really stupid. They have the source material, and they just blatantly chose not to use it when they have the best option to do so. Those animated cutscenes, while they are short in nature, they are visually appealing to look at. And seeing them in a much higher resolution and all cleaned up without all the compression is something I've wanted for a while with this game, ever since I played the PlayStation version. Because I first played the Super Nintendo version, then I played the PlayStation version, and then I played the DS version, which was like a cherry on top, because it was like everything, all the anime cutscenes from the PlayStation version, plus, you know, no loading times from the PlayStation version, and 2 extra dungeons and some extra content, which is nice. Which it tried to tie the game to Chrono Cross, so they kind of fit together. I know a lot of people may or may not like Chrono Cross. I think it's a fun game, but that's my opinion. You can have yours, but we're not talking about that right now. But yeah, again, more things to look at on the PC versions. I'm sorry I went on a little tangent here. But yeah, they have some really obnoxious filtering on the sprites. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you people on PC, you complain about everything. There's no satisfying you. There is a reason why we complain. It's because these games that we love and enjoy, we are mad to see them get treated so poorly. And me, I am upset because of how poorly this port has been treated. Because it's like, they didn't put any effort into it. I mean, yeah, you can say they put effort into porting over the code and things, yes. And making sure the touch interface works for people, the small percent of people who game with Steam with tablets or whatever. That's probably like a really small percentage. I don't even know the statistics on that. But I'm pretty sure people who game on PC don't always use touch mechanics. It's really, really small. They should have at least have given us an option to switch the user interface to turn off the mobile interface. You can keep the mobile options in, but for those who don't want that and want a more traditional Chrono Trigger interface, like the Super Nintendo version, they should give us that option. PC gaming is all about options and customization. That's one thing that makes PC gaming so great. I enjoy console gaming too, but I really enjoy PC gaming because it gives me options. Limiting the game and just half-assing it just for a quick buck, especially a game like Chrono Trigger, a RPG that is loved by millions of people, and just turning it into this mess. The mobile port, it got bashed a lot because it was a crappy port of the game. I personally was hoping for a DS version port. That's what I would like to have seen, the DS version and the high-res cutscenes, which I know they have. In fact, before we show the PC footage, I will show you how different the cutscenes look. So I'll put the PlayStation cutscene first. It's a small snippet, but it's of Chrono attacking the big giant snake. You'll notice the difference right away. I had to add the audio in anyways, just to get rid of the CT theme so it doesn't sound weird. But the audio is Dragon Ball Z sound effects anyways, so it's a lot easier to do. Anyways, I will put the PlayStation cutscene first, and then I will put the trailer version that they use in the trailer. And it's not filters either, because I've looked. I use filters in my stream intro on my streams, because I have Chrono Trigger cutscenes in it. Filters don't make the jaggy compressed lines go away. Those are actual source material scenes. But anyways, here is a PlayStation version of that small scene first, and then here is the actual source material cutscene version. Enjoy this. Did you see the difference? Yeah, it's night and day. It's completely night and day. And they gave us this on the PC. This still image that we saw earlier? Yeah. Anyways, enough of my rambling. Here is footage from the PC version. I go through the same stuff that I did on the Super Nintendo version, but I did the PC version first in my recording, so I just tried to mimic it on my Super Nintendo recording. But yes, here's that. Draw your own conclusions on what you think. Please keep the comments civil or whatnot. But this just makes me mad. Please, Square. I know you're capable of doing things that are good and making things acceptable. Please fix this game. Chrono Trigger deserves better. It doesn't deserve this mess. But yeah, here's the footage. Enjoy, if you can. Well, there you have it, guys. Leave your thoughts below. What do you guys think of this port? Do you think Square will fix this mess? I sure hope so. Well, this video has been a longer one than I thought it was going to be, so I went on a big rant because I'm passionate about this game. I want it to do good. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.